I didn't get cheated on. I was the other woman. And honestly, I didn't even realize it at first. We met at work, started texting after he quit, and you know how it goes. It turned into flirting, then dating. And I mean, I fell for him really fast, like the kind of love that feels rare and intense. And for a while, everything just felt perfect. But about 6 months in, I started noticing some red flags, small things at first, but I kept telling myself I was just overthinking, like nobody is perfect anyway. And then one day in September, I decided to surprise him at his apartment since I had his passcode. But when I got there, he wasn't home. So I just went in to grab some of my stuff. And then I found a suitcase in his closet that wasn't mine. And I don't know, something just felt off. So I opened it and it was full of women's clothes. And in that moment, everything just clicked. Like I knew he had another girl. So I just left a note that said, "Wish you two happiness," and walked away. And honestly, I thought that was the end of it, but I was completely wrong. I thought it was over. But 5 months later, his wife found me on social media. Yeah, his wife. And honestly, I wasn't ready for that at all. She reached out to me and we ended up talking for almost 3 hours. I'm not even exaggerating. And that was the moment everything completely fell apart. She told me they were married. And not just that, they already had a child together. And then she said something that honestly broke me. I wasn't the first person he cheated with, not even close. I was just one of many. She told me she had been struggling for a long time, but she stayed because he was the main provider. And she didn't feel like she had a choice. And then she started sending me photos, their family, their kid, moments that looked happy. And you know what's crazy? Every time he told me he was busy, he was actually with them. That's when it really hit me. I wasn't the victim in this story. I was the other woman. The next day, she kept sending me more photos. And honestly, it started to feel like too much. So I told her she didn't deserve any of this. But staying wasn't going to change him because men like him don't change. Then she asked me for proof in case she needed it later. So I sent her everything. And then I just felt like I needed closure. So I went to his office. He worked on the floor above me. I brought a cup of cold water, printed out our messages, walked straight up to him, threw the water in his face, dropped the papers on his desk, and walked away. Honestly, it felt like I had lived through an entire lifetime in just a few months, and I still haven't fully processed everything. I thought I was the one being betrayed, but in reality, I was the other woman. And if there's one thing I learned from all of this, it's that you really have to be careful before getting into a relationship, like actually pay attention and check properly. Because in my case, he was my former coworker. I thought I knew him. And he even called his parents in front of me sometimes. So I really thought they knew about me. And I still got lied to for months. So yeah, I just hope no one else ever has to go through something like this.